Something smells good. I wonder what Lynn's cooking today.
Hey, Lynn, what's cooking?
Now here's your host, Lynn Austin.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking? And it is April and we're getting ready to go out to the ball fields. And I have my friend Dana in the kitchen, and he is unfortunately a Cubs fan, and as you can see, I am a proud, very proud White Sox fan. So,
just want to remind you who are the world champions are.
Well, yeah, so are the White Sox.
Yeah,
it just took you guys a little longer to get there, but that's okay. So today's show, we are doing our favorite foods that we find at our favorite ballparks. And of course, we have to start off with a drink, of course, because we rival in our teams a little bit. And I thought one thing we have in common is our love of Southern comfort. So we can be comforted in the thought that we like that. But we don't agree on our baseball teams, but we agree on our Southern comfort. Yes. So what we're going to do in this drink, and if you named it, what did you name this drink? The Rivalry. I can say that, yes. And to a shaker we're going to add that has ice in it, we are going to add some Southern comfort, of course. Yeah. There we go. That's good. We've got to have some little comfort while we're cooking our favorite foods, and a little bit of lime juice. There we go. And some light cranberry juice. We have to go a little bit on the light side because we're eating the ballpark food today. What we're going to do is shake this up a little bit, and Dana, we are going to pour these into these lovely glasses that you had given me for a gift, and they say, "Hey Lynn, what's cooking on them?" They are so cute, and my favorite color, purple. I love purple. So we're going to get this shaken. Okay. I love that sound. You know I love that sound. Next to the wine pouring, I like, oh, look at this. It's a little White Sox towel here we got going. And then we'll do a little toast, and we're going to move on. Today we are making, oh, that looks lovely. Today we are making my favorite churros. I love those. You can smell them cooking when you go into the ballpark. Oh my gosh. And along with that, I love bratwursts and sauerkraut. The smell of those cooking in the ballpark. But Dana, what are you going to be making that is at the baseball field that grows weeds on the back of the wall?
You mean the ivy?
Oh, the ivy. Okay.
Institution, we don't call our ballpark.
Oh, that looks nice. Here, okay, pause that for a second and do a little toast, and then. Oh, nice.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put her a little
garnish.
A little garnish. Do you want a little?
A lime would be nice.
You would like a lime? Okay, I like the lemon.
But I went a little bit different. We're going to do some nachos, some ballpark nachos, and some garlic parmesan French fries.
Oh.
So we're going a little bit different.
Okay, those sound nice. I probably won't be eating those at the ballpark, but I'll eat them in my kitchen. That sounds great. Well, I'm going to move over to the stove. We're going to add 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter. This is so simple, Dana.
Oh, so even a Sox fan can do it?
Well, I was going to say even a Cubs fan can do that. I just splattered my water. And then a teaspoon of salt. And this is going to cook down to a boil. We want it to boil, so we're going to raise the heat up a little bit. Yeah, don't be afraid, Dana. It's all good. And we have our oil ready in a deep pan because we're going to fry these. I didn't say they were a low-cal treat because when you go to the ballpark, usually get things that you normally don't eat.
Right.
But I'm just showing you that these are simple to make at home. If you're not able to get to the ballpark, you can make these at home as well. And they're fun with the kids to make. They love making these. It just takes a couple seconds for that oil. I mean the oil. I'm looking at the oil over there. The butter to melt down. We just kick that heat up a little bit. And then as this is melting, I'm melting! Sorry, I was just thinking of that.
There are a lot of witches. What's the name of your ballpark again?
Well, you know what? I know that the name changes a lot, but I like to call it Comiskey Park. So I will not call it what is normally called right now. So, I don't even know what it's called now because I forget. Well, I will go, my throwback is Comiskey, and that is heating up rather well. So we're going to get this to a boil, and when it gets to a boil, we are going to lower the heat and add the flour, 1 cup of flour, and that oil is ready to go.
So basically you're making kind of a roux.
Yes, exactly. Or when you see the eggs go in, it reminds me a lot of a cream puff dough.
Yeah.
A lot like a cream puff dough. So we're going to, it's almost there. And I'm going to get that to a boil. Just give it a second. You have to have patience, Dana. Lots of patience. And yes, you did have lots of patience waiting to get to the World Series, which, yeah, you guys had a little bit of a party after that, after you won. I would have to say your party downtown kind of beat our party when we won the World Series, but that's okay. That's all right, because I think you guys are a bunch of crybabies, and if you didn't have a big party,
yeah,
you know.
Well,
okay, so
we're going to have a few for the next couple of years.
1 cup of flour in there. We're going to lower the heat because that went to a boil. And that is going well here. Incorporate the flour into the butter and the water and the salt. And I'm going to pass me that pot holder there, Dana. Going to get that to this kind of forms a ball. And it's very quick. Look at how fast that went. Into a ball. And then now we're going to lower it even more because we're going to add the eggs to that. And we have 3 eggs. We're going to beat them.
Kind of like how the Cubs did the whole Cleveland Indian team.
Yes. I was kind of rooting for the Cleveland Indians. Okay, 3 eggs, and we're going to beat them slightly before we add them in there. And then we're going to work them into the dough mixture. I'm going to take that from me. Thank you. And that handle's a little hot. Get that going. And what we're going to do now, ahead of time, I already made a batch because you have to let this cool before you put it into a bag. Now you can put it in a pastry bag, or you can just take a good old Ziploc bag and, take a little bit off the end, cut a little bit off,
for your piping?
For the piping. So you don't have to have a fancy pastry bag. But if you do have a pastry bag, make sure that your dough is completely cooled because you don't want it to bust the seam. And how do you know why I say that? Because guess what?
You busted the seam.
I busted a seam on my pastry bag. See how nice and smooth that came out? And we're just going to set that back there, shut this off. And I'm going to show you, let that cool, how to fill this, like so. And then we're going to go back over there because our pan, my cast iron pan, that I absolutely love, was given to me by somebody, is ready to go with the oil. And we're going to put...
You don't add nothing to it anymore. That's just, it's just that right there.
All
Okay.
done here.
Okay.
Put this in here, like so. And ahead of time, I made a sugar and cinnamon mixture that when they come out of the frying pan, we're going to roll them into that goodness. Oh, so good. Get that to the end. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, there's a little bit more in there. We don't want to waste that. That could be just a little churro. We don't want to waste, Dana, do we?
No, we definitely don't want to.
No, no, no. That is always the Polish coming out of me. There we go. And we're just going to take a little bit off of the corner of the bag, like so. Get rid of that so nobody eats that, because that would be not a good thing. Right? And we're going to squeeze that out into the hot frying pan, and we're going to make our churros. I think I'm going to up this up a little bit. Let's just make sure this water is good. And to test the oil, Dana, what did...
Sprinkle little drops. You hear it crackling?
And you want to take this over there, especially this. So we'll get some going. And you are going to be my man that gets them out of the pan. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, now the first one might not be perfect. But you'll see it's going. Might have to turn this up just a little bit. They're cooking. See the bubbles around them? They're going. Maybe we'll make this one a little bit longer, right?
There you go.
Thank you. Perfect. It takes time, but you can have fun with them. Oops. Oh yeah, they're cooking nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and see how the bag, this is actually a good bag to get a good grip on, and you don't have to worry about your fancy pastry bag. And it only takes a couple minutes.
Are you flipping them, or you just let them?
Nope, just kind of moving them. We are not flipping. We're just letting them. The only time we'll flip them is when we put them into the cinnamon and sugar.
Okay.
So you can adjust the length of how long you want them to how many you want to fit in the pan. And then the kids will fight over, I want the long one.
And they want a churro.
There. Oh, it smells good. And of course, at the ballpark, they have bigger fryers, but you work with what you got at home.
Yeah. But you can actually make these for any occasion, too.
Oh, my gosh, yes. We'll put one more in there, and then we'll have a little sip of our drink, and we'll talk about what you're going to make next. Perfect.
Push that one down, too.
There. Oh, these are going to be perfect. I'm loving them.
They're light, too, right?
Yes. Very light. Perfect, perfect. Okay, those are cooking. Our other batch of dough is cooling off, and you can see why you needed it to cool off. So, this is all ready to go here. All this is about a half a cup of sugar with about a tablespoon of cinnamon, and you just mix that. I'm going to mix that one more time together. And then into that, you are going to simply just take your Cheerio.
Oh, brother.
Love when I make a funny. And he says, oh, brother. He doesn't laugh. Going to mix that up, and that will be ready for our churro. Okay. And well, you said you were going to make
I'm going to make nachos.
Nachos.
And then also garlic parmesan fries.
Okay. Well, while we wait for our churros, I am going to put on the griddle, because when you walk into Comiskey Park, I instantly smell the sauerkraut.
I do too when I go there.
You smell when you go there?
Mm-hmm. I just try to fit in.
Yeah, you're funny. To my griddle, I'm going to add, I partially cooked some bratwurst. We're going to put these babies on there, and I think we're going to, ooh, And
there you go.
that's the sound that you hear when you walk in. And add that sauerkraut to the here. We'll just take that. Just take it just like this. Because that wasn't raw meat. We're good. Look at that. And that's what you see when you walk in. It's that kraut working. The bratwurst. One of my faves. So you can do this at home. You can have a baseball day. You can get the family outside and say, hey, we're going to have ballpark food and we're going to go play baseball outside in the yard.
4th of July.
4th of July. Oh, yes, those would be good for 4th of July, too. This is an awesome 4th of July menu. I love sauerkraut. I know. I'm Polish. I know. We're just going to put it all on there, Dana. We'll just put it all
Yeah, why
on
hold
there.
back now?
We're just going to get that. Ooh. That looks good. Good, 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 good. Don't waste any of that. We're going to check on our churros. How are they doing back there?
They're cooking.
They're cooking? Oh, yes, they are. Right there. Okay, well, those are cooking, Dana. Do you want to get started on one of yours?
Sure.
What are you going to start with?
We're going to start with the nachos.
Okay.
At Wrigley Field, they have what they call ballpark nachos, and they actually do come in a helmet this big, and they're $22, I believe, for the nachos. But it's a meal, you can share with. So we're going to start out.
So at the ballpark, you spent $22, and of course you're in the
Right.
in the mood, and you want the munchies because you smell all the smells of the food, and you go ahead. Oh, $22, that's okay.
Yeah.
But how much do you think you spent making this dish?
Probably less
A
than $8.
Yeah.
So but we're going to start, and I think it's best when you use round chips. So we're going to start with some chips in here.
Why do you like round chips?
They're easier to scoop.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're going to throw
Now,
some.
if you get the folded one, what do you do?
The folded chip?
Yeah, the folded chip.
You crack it in half.
No, you make a wish. If you ever get a folded chip, a potato chip, a Dorito,
Were
any
you
type of chip,
Dropped
you
on
make
your
a wish.
head as a kid?
No,
Oh, okay.
you make a wish. That's my thing. I love it.
All right, well, after you make your wish,
Okay.
then you're going to add your lettuce on top of it. So you're going to make
Do
a
you want me to
base.
hold that for you? Because
Sure.
your cup's hat just kind of keeps on.
Sure.
It's not really level. Because you're a Cubs
Sure.
fan.
So you add your lettuce on there.
Okay.
All right. So you're building your base and everything, and then
Oh, company's coming. Drop the fork. Okay.
and then you want to put your ground beef on there because so it doesn't soak through everything.
Ooh.
But you can make them however you want. This is just the exact ingredients that they have there. So we're just going to add the beef to that. And trust me, they give you forks.
So you're not seasoning this beef. This
No.
is just like regular
Yeah.
ground beef. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll get that in there.
And if you're doing this at home, you can always do, I know he's going to love this, turkey instead of ground beef.
Yeah, that's only if you're doing it at home and you're a
Okay.
Sox fan, un-American.
Well,
All right,
no, I
so
think, but who serves, no, but do they serve sushi at Wrigley Field?
yes, they do.
There you go. Just saying.
Have you ever heard of California roll? See, American.
Oh,
American.
okay.
Okay. All right, so now we got all our
Ooh,
fixings
look
that
at
we're going
all
to put
the
on there.
fixings.
And what I like to do is, we'll start a little bit with some green onions. We'll throw a little bit of green onions
Yeah,
on
we
there.
don't like a whole lot of
We
green
we
onions.
love green onions. Green onions is just
Just a
amazing.
little
So
bit, just like
so we
when you
throw
put 'em off
throw
to
on
the
there.
side a little bit.
And then you mix that all up so the onions are all over every part of the meat.
Okay, there
And
we
then
go.
you,
There's one little corner that doesn't have any, but that's okay.
Oh, okay, we'll get that in there. Then we'll add some tomatoes. We want to get a little bit of tomatoes in there. Not too much because it's too healthy.
Like, oh no.
All right.
Just, okay.
So we'll get the
I'm
tomatoes
gonna,
in there.
Pause that. We're just going to check our. Ooh, my goodness. These churros are looking good.
The next thing that I like to do is the jalapenos. All right. They throw them in there differently, but I grill the jalapenos before I made these.
Jalapeno on a stick.
So you get them a little bit, a little bit of texture. So you got your
Okay,
jalapenos.
those won't be It smells good though.
All right, and then
in
we're
my mouth. Oh, we need a little, like here, I'll get you a little fancy spoon here. Hold on one second to spoon your salsa. Give me a moment in my spoon drawer.
Or you can just, dump it on here. Use your fingers, get in, get in there.
You know what? What you don't see at the ballpark won't hurt you. And what you don't see, what you just saw in the kitchen.
But I think my hands are a little bit cleaner than ballpark hands.
Oh.
All right, so then, you got to add your sauce on there. Then,
oh my goodness, Dana, this looks lovely. I can't wait
tell you,
to
like I said,
bite.
it will feed a family.
Your whole group. I think that would feed a whole
little bit
group
of sour
people.
cream on there. Once you get your sour cream on there, then the best part, the topping. Now, they ask you if you want melted cheese or just regular cheese like that. But I think if you want, because you're putting all the other wet ingredients, you put melted cheese on there, it's just going to be, a mess. So that's why I like just a regular cheddar.
Is this like, looks like a pigeon came over.
The humor on this show is amazing.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
they look like, those pigeons in Chicago,
but,
south side or north side, they're all over the place.
Yes, they are. So that's basically about it. And then,
But, what, I'm just going to stir my sauerkraut here in a second here. Oh, I always talk about that smell-o-vision, but if anybody could smell that, oh, look at that.
And so we won't have to make too much of a mess. I'll give you a few chips here.
Yeah, I'm going to taste this here. Oh, those look really, 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 really good. Oh, yay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go in for the side that doesn't have any jalapenos on it.
And just dig in there. But they give you forks, and like I said, you can.
There's a jalapeno. Okay.
You can definitely have at least a family, 3 or 4 that can, eat that. So let's see here.
That was delicious. Did you go right for the jalapeno? Very good.
What do you think?
Awesome.
But like I said, everything's higher at ballpark.
I'm sure they have this at the Sox Park as well. I know they have this at the Sox Park.
It's a souvenir
yeah,
helmet.
A souvenir. That's how I would try to pitch it to my husband. Look it. You get something with it, and you get to take it home. That's how you pitch it.
Yeah. Knowing him, too, he'd probably order 2.
Okay.
All right.
So we have our nachos are ready to go. Oh, and look what you brought in. What did you bring in here?
Well, since it's Chicago and everything, Chicago is actually pretty famous for popcorn. And they have what they call a Chicago mix. And it's caramel and cheese popcorn, basically. But it's very addicting.
That was delicious. Okay. Nachos, Chicago-style mixed popcorn, our cocktail sauerkraut is going with the bratwursts that we had boiled already. We're just finishing them off on the grill or griddle, whatever you have. And our churros are about to be coming out here. Oh, yes. And then we can get started on your French fries, Dana.
You like to do that now, or?
You know what? I think we are ready to get these out because they are golden brown.
All right.
Then we can finish these guys off. Look at how nice they came. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah, those are perfect. Okay. Put these in. Kind of shake the oil off as you take them off.
Got it.
Out of the pan. And then, oh, these are perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, I can't wait to taste these. Yummy. Okay, let's shut that off and bring that up there, and we will give them a little bath in the cinnamon and sugar. And then put them in this cute little bowl I have. You ready?
Yes. Just kind of turn these a little bit.
I'm going to finish them off in here. Let me see if I can. We'll just take these tongs here and put them in here.
And you definitely want to dip them when they're hot, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We want them right when they come out of the oil. See how nice? Oh, yes.
You almost sounded like Laura Petrie out there. Rob.
I'm excited about these guys. And you can do these for any holiday, really. Or a movie night, if you're having a movie night and you want to do a baseball movie night. What baseball movie would you watch?
Field of Dreams.
Absolutely, yes. We've never watched that in our house. Only a dozen or more times. Well, times. We love that movie. I ask you, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? Okay. I love that movie. Look at how beautiful those have turned out. Now, you know what? I don't go to Wrigley Field that often. Do they have churros at Wrigley Field?
Yes, they do.
They do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is my favorite.
But it's not. It's not like how at Sox Park that they have the carts, the churro carts.
Okay.
Yeah, at Wrigley, it's like when you buy the popcorn, the peanuts. It's at one of the side. Like,
okay.
you know.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And we're going to plate those up on that mitt right there. Oh, yummers. Now, let's say if you got that at the park with a nice little baseball souvenir thing, I'd buy it like that too.
Or even a dipping sauce.
Yeah, you can do a chocolate sauce or
Raspberry.
caramel sauce. And some of them at the ballpark they have filled.
Oh,
Like
okay.
custard or chocolate or strawberry. I prefer the plain ones because I like the cinnamon and sugar, but that's just me. Okay, well look at all these yummy, yummy treats we have going on, and it's very tempting to eat those right now, but we're going to wait until you get done with your fries.
Okay.
So we want to do those.
Sure. All right. I earlier put some fries in the oven here. Okay, I'm right behind you. And what we're going to do is so we can see them, I'm going to build them right here for you.
Yeah, I see how you put that White Sox towel down there, but that's okay.
Yeah, you got to get rid of, you got to put something down so it doesn't ruin the countertops.
Oh, what kind of fries are these?
These are actually seasoned fries that I got. And then I did get some nice little Chicago White Sox
little White Sox helmets.
helmets.
Oh, that was nice.
Okay. And then
Let's not burn them next to the grill.
then our other ingredients. All right.
So what do you want me to do?
I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and fill?
Fill? Like how much? Like a this?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit, yeah. And then we'll trade you. As Lynn's doing that, you want to get a zesty Italian dressing because it's more hearty.
Because the Italian's better when she's zesty, let me tell you. I'm sorry, I'm Italian too.
But it just has more of the herbs and the garlic and different things in it. So you don't need a whole lot. You know, shake it up, get it all ready. Don't need a whole lot of it. That's why it's called garlic from the dressing. You just kind of, a little bit.
So any Italian zesty dressing is
Yeah,
fine.
any Italian
Say
zesty.
that 3 times fast and see what comes out.
No. Okay. And then after you do that, then you can do what they do is actually they actually shave the Parmesan right there for you. I don't know if you've ever gone to Italian restaurants where they come and they do the cheese for you.
Once again, I'm at a ballpark and if somebody was shaving, like what the heck?
Right, because usually because we're a little bit more classier on the north side
yeah,
than.
okay, you need a little bit more zesty
All
in there, babe.
right. All right.
Watch
Put
your
a little
jersey.
zest. Well, we got a little
Watch
bit.
your jersey.
We got a little bit zest on there.
Oh,
Oh,
zesty.
sorry about that.
Thank you so much. You wanted me to use my
Towel.
You know what? Olive oil is very good for your skin.
Actually,
so that's a good
there you go.
moisturizer.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you.
Then, but they do the Parmesan, the shaved Parmesan on it. But just for our thing, yet the fries are a little bit warm, so you want the cheese to start to get melted in there. And for your taste, whatever you want. You can go heavier on the dressing and light on the cheese, or heavy on the cheese, however you want. But
Oh my goodness, Dana.
there you go.
We have a baseball feast.
The cheese is starting to melt and made different things. That's turning around so you can see the Sox emblem on there.
around this way. Well, you know what, Dana? I always have to say it's such a pleasure for you to come into my kitchen and make sure that my hands are nicely moisturized by the olive oil dressing. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
And,
I'm here for you.
We will sample a churro.
Okay.
Before we exit our show today, I have to try that.
See, that's the best part of the show is when you're eating because you're not talking.
Just a thought.
Just a thought. But I do want to say that when the Cubs win every game, something that they fly overhead is the W sign. So we want to say that the Cubs menu is better than the Sox menu. So it's a big W for the Cub fans out there.
Well,
fly the W.
You know what, Dana?
Hey,
I would have to say,
holy cow, holy miracle.
That I would have to say, na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye, Dana, and thanks for.
That was actually good. That was 1 out of 50, but you did it finally.
Thanks for tuning in to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking, and I hope you enjoy all of our baseball favorites and have a great, great baseball season, no matter who your team is. Right?
Yeah,
who
enjoy
you're
it.
cheering
It's
for,
summertime.
Enjoy and have fun. And thanks for tuning in. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Fly to W. Fly to W.
The upside down, it's Monsters, Inc.
See, you should have stopped with the joke, the first joke, but good job.
Good job. I'm going to enjoy this churro.